Hey, this is Alan Capola from HotChili Analytics. And we're here to look at the in and out algorithm. The in and out algorithm is a popular thread that was on the Quantopian forum. And so here is the original Python code from a version given by Vladimir on the Quantopian forum. And as Vladimir's style is, it's very terse and very useful. So what we're looking at here is the original Quantopian version, and our first job is to convert this to a Zipline version that will run in a backtest on Zipline. And then after that, we'll convert the backtest version to a live trading version. So what we did was we first are getting rid of the Quantopian specific things, and we must take the initialize section, and we must take the constants that were outside of the initialize section and put them in the initialize section to run properly. And we also are making some of these symbols live in the context field, and that's simply to make them more like basically global. So we've already run the back test, and we can go over that again, but basically that was the only change we needed to run the back test. And so after we ran the back test, we ran it through the HotChili notebook to basically create a tear sheet, and once that tear sheet is done, I'm just showing you what the result is on the tear sheet right here. And that's the actual tear sheet code, and here's the results. So you can see if in a 2-year period, 33-month period, cumulative returns are 61%, and there's a bunch of other data that comes from PyFolio. So basically this is essentially running PyFolio. The backtest itself, the Zipline backtest, spits out a .pkl file, a pickle file that gets read in by this tear sheet, and then run to give more and more information. This is run in the daily mode. So now that's done, now we're going to go to the live algorithm. We're going to create the live version of this, and so once again we keep the global symbols in the initialized block, but what's different here now is that we're going to get rid of the schedule function stuff for the moment. We could potentially bring that back, but right now it's going to complexify things. So the concept behind the live program is you go in, you submit the program to IB or whatever broker you're using, and then in the next minute you execute this block that's in yellow right here. And if the orders weren't done, then you do your trading, your daily check, you're trading, and you record your variables. Otherwise you exit. So it's an in and out algorithm that goes in and out for trading also. The daily check gives you basically the computation block that figures out, okay, should I go in or should I go out? And I'm not going to get into the details of that right now because we're looking at the infrastructure needed to live trade it. When we do trade it, we go in, and there's a Zipline context.portfolio and there's a context.account, and we're just trying to validate and verify that those things have similar numbers. One thing that we needed to do here was we made our own version of order target percentage. As you'll notice, there is no order target percentage here, simply because there's an issue with order target percentage when you use a live account and you want to test it multiple times in paper trading. It gets the wrong value for the portfolio. We're looking into that even more, but basically we found that the easiest way right now is to simply use order and not use order target percentage, which is why you see this code here that in the trade block. We are inside the debugger, if you're wondering what this is, and this is the Wing IDE debugger, which is a great tool, and as you can see, those red dots there are breakpoints. We're going to execute this debugger, and basically we're going to run Zipline. It's a command line Zipline, and it's going to be run inside the debugger, so we have all the fields inside the environment there. And then when we run this inside the debugger, the cool thing is that it'll stop at the red dots, and you'll get at your breakpoints, and you'll be able to see values that occur exactly. This version of Wing IDE is included with the HotChili Analytics platform in the sense that it's a free version, and it's very useful. So here's IB itself, Interactive Brokers Trader Workstation. You can use this, or you can use the Trader Workstation Gateway API, which is without the GUI, but right? Here we go. Okay, so basically we ran it, and we're hooked up. You can see that, and now we're getting what's called the subscribing to market data. There's a couple of symbols in here. There's four symbols that control the in and out, and the in and out goes into QQQ or bonds, which is TLT IEF. So we need to get a connection to the data with IB with those symbols TLT IEF, SLV, GLD, XLI, and XLU, and so now it's getting those symbols because basically we're executing code somewhere that needs the values. And you can see we just purchased. You can see that we're going to look at the IB account as it goes, and as soon as it's finished getting the symbols, and as soon as it's finished waiting a minute for trade data to execute, Zipline is an event-based simulator. It's going to go through and buy. We put a breakpoint at this print statement just to see some validity. Okay, so basically we're going to buy 0 QQQ, 0.5 TLT, 0.5 IEF, and our weights on the stocks is 1, and the weights on the bonds is 0. So once we see that's true, we keep going, and now we're in the trade section. I'm just trying to track here what exactly is happening inside the algorithm. So we're stopping at certain points just to see. We're trading in a paper trading account, so there's no problem there. And I can tell you from experience that this actually is what happens in the real account too when you do it. So now we're basically getting the market positions again. They happen quickly, and we bought TLT, and we should buy IEF fairly soon here, as soon as this one's done. So we get the subscription IEF. The second time around is a lot faster than the first. You're basically getting a contract from IB to get the data and trade that symbol. And so that's it with the IEF. We bought the IEF. You can see that on the right where it says simulated trading. And pretty much then that's going to be it. We're going to exit this program for the day, and that's pretty much it. So let's just look and see what happened. You'll see on the where the cursor is that we bought 223 shares of IEF and 169 shares of TLT, and we have $161 left in the account, which is what should have happened, and it did happen. And so this is done. We're just looking at the logs now to just kind of see what it looks like when it executes properly. And obviously the logs are useful for when things go right and wrong. So that's it for today. Live trading, the in and out strategy from HotChili Analytics. Sign up for our free platform. Now active. Thank you. Goodbye.